سلطان الأنبياء مدد يا رجال الله مدد يا مكرم الجبا يا ركب يا بودلا يا صاحب الزمان مدد يا صاحب الإمداد مدد يا صاحب الأنصور مدد يا فاقي الكائنات Tarikatun es-soh ve hayrun fi cemiya. Unser Weg,
Our way is the way
des himmlischen Wortes,
of the heavenly word, of the heavenly exchange.
wir folgen dem Weg Gottes,
We are following the heavenly way
wir horchen
and we are listening and obeying the word of God.
mögen die himmlischen spirituellen Zentren uns unterstützen,
Let the spiritual centers
und mögen wir nicht
support us, our Grand Sheikh, and let us not talk from our ego.
alles, was aus dem Ego rauskommt,
Everything that comes out from ego is not good.
was sein Wort ist,
Everything that is his word is a pearl.
mögen wir eintauchen in den
Let us
Ozean
dive into the ocean of the endless ocean
der Weisheit,
of wisdom,
des Wissens,
of knowledge,
und mögen wir
and
gute
let
Fischer
us
sein,
be good fishermen, be good divers,
sodass wir
so that we,
die verborgenen,
the hidden,
tiefen verborgenen
in
Perlen
very deep, the pearls can fish out.
Sayyidina Muhammad sagte,
Poslanik Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad has told,
Gelegenheit, nutzt die Gelegenheiten.
use the possibility. Fursa is the possibility.
Nutzt die Gelegenheit, was ist das?
Use the possibility in Arabic.
Fursa haben wir verstanden. Ignachtala nutzen.
To use. Bistani. The Arabs cannot speak Arabic themselves. The Sheikh is joking.
Mach das draußen hier, wo ich das hier eingehe. Es ist eine
It is a heavenly
himmlische Empfehlung,
suggestion
was uns erreicht in diesem
that
Leben
is coming to us in this life.
und was wir zu tun haben in diesem
What
Leben.
should we do in this life? And heaven,
Gesandte des Himmels,
the sender of
empfiehlt uns,
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is
hier auf der
saying us, oh, you people on the earth, use the possibility.
Was bedeutet das?
What does it mean?
Das bedeutet,
It means
es werden uns Gelegenheiten angeboten.
there are possibilities that are offered to us. So
es werden immer wieder
there are
Gelegenheiten
always
in
going to
der
be
Tür
possibilities
an
on
der
our
Tür
doors, and they're going to knock.
klopfen. Und es liegt in unserer Hand,
And it
ob
is in
man
our
die Tür zu
hand if
öffnen
we are
oder
going to open the door
nicht
or not,
reagieren.
or not to react.
Und die Gelegenheit,
And the possibility moves on.
das Leben
The life
in dieser Welt,
in this world,
das weltliche Leben,
the heavenly,
ist wie ein
the,
Fluss.
the life on the earth is like a river.
Wie läuft ein Fluss?
And how does the river flow?
Von wo
From where
fängt es an?
does it start?
Nach wo
Until where does it go?
von
From
einer unbekannten Stelle
an unknown place,
fängt es an.
it starts.
Oft ist
Very often
Menschen
are people
in Unkenntnis,
in unknowledge,
in Unwissen, obwohl sie so
Al-
viele technische
although
Hilfen haben,
they have so many technical
können sie
support, they are not,
oftmals nicht herausfinden,
they cannot find where
anfängt.
the river start and where does it stop.
Plötzlich ist es
Out of the
aufgehört,
sudden,
sagen sie.
it comes
Plötzlich
out,
hat es
and out of the sudden, it stops flowing.
Hier, wo wir wohnen, gibt es
There,
einen Fluss.
where we live, there is a river,
Ach,
und
und plötzlich kommt da ein
out of the sudden,
Wasser hoch.
water is coming out,
Und
and
wissen wir, wo das
and do we know where does it come from?
ja, Donner, aber wie?
Yeah, from Donau, but how?
Und in Mostar,
And in Mostar Blaga in Bosnia, there is also a river
20 Kilometer
25 kilometers
eine Höhle,
deep
niemand weiß, wo der
in
anfängt.
cave, and nobody knows where it starts.
So ist das Leben.
That is the way the life is.
Einem Ort,
From one place
anderen
to
Ort.
another place, it flows.
Das Leben eines
The
Menschen
life
ist wie ein Fluss.
Of every person is like a river.
Es fließt ab.
It flows
Von einer unbekannten
from one unknown world.
fängt unser Leben an,
The life starts, and in an unknown world,
fließt es ab.
it goes to.
Und dazwischen und dieser
And
Welt
in between this life is this world is one mid
diese
station.
Welt ist die Welt der Gelegenheiten.
This world is world of possibilities.
Was haben wir hier zu suchen?
What do we have to search for here? People ask very often. For possibilities. We have to search. We are searching
Nach den
for
Gelegenheiten.
possibilities, and when
Vielleicht müssen wir sogar nicht
maybe
suchen.
we do not even have to search because the possibilities are knocking on our doors, and we do not have any knowledge that it was our possibility because we have slept,
Gepennt haben oder verpennt.
because we didn't notice this, we were sleeping.
Gepennt oder verpennt.
Did we sleep over?
In beiden Fällen bist du
In both cases,
Stimmt's?
you are someone who was sleeping. Isn't
Du
it
hast
right?
geschlafen oder
You were
verpennt.
sleeping over the possibility, and the possibility
Ist vorbeigelaufen.
is now gone.
Und so
And
sagen die
therefore,
Heiligen, unser Prophet
the holy
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
people and our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us, wake up, do not sleep,
seid nicht betrunken,
do not be drunk,
seid nicht betrunken
do
von
not be
dieser
drunk
Welt
from this world,
und benommen.
and do not allow this world to take you, to dive into this world.
Es werden euch immer wieder Gelegenheiten
Always you will get chances.
an eure Tür
They're
anklopfen.
gonna knock on your door.
Seid wach,
Be
sodass ihr hört,
awake so you hear,
dass ihr die Tür aufmacht.
so you can open the door,
Ihr keine Gelegenheit
so you are not
verpasst.
missing any chance, any possibility. Because when a change is gone, then the woman says,
Okay,
go to the Sheikh
ich will heiraten,
and tell him, I want to get married, but
ich hab keinen Mann.
I do not have a man.
Kannst auch nicht heiraten.
Well, when you don't have a man, you cannot get married.
Vielleicht doch.
Well,
Da war schon eine
are there? You didn't have any man? Yeah, there were certain
Also
possibilities.
hast du geschlafen,
Were you sleeping? Were you sleeping
hast du
over?
nicht gefallen
Or you
oder das
didn't like the
Auge
nose, the eye,
und du hast diese
and
Gelegenheit
you have the
vorbeiziehen lassen.
allow this possibility to go
Das Leben eines
away.
jeden Menschen
The
ist
life of
ein
every
Fluss.
person is like a
Auf
river,
beiden
and on
Ufer
both
hat zwei,
sides, and there are
oder?
two coasts of this river, two
Rechts
shores,
ein Ufer,
one on the left side and one on the right side, one shore. On the right side,
entlang
there
des Flusses,
side of the river,
Läden, Geschäfte,
there are many,
Juweliere.
many shops, juwelier
Und sie
shops,
sagen,
and they're saying,
oh,
"Oh,
Reisender,
you traveler,
du Reisender,
you traveler,
bevor du
before you
vorbeiziehst,
go,
hol was.
take something from this
Aber das
shop.
Geschenk,
It's a
dieses
present,
Juwel hier,
but the shop of
diese
this
Juwelen hier,
jewel
Juwelen, ist für
is
nicht für
just
hier.
is not for here.
Das ist für hier nach.
It's for the world afterwards.
Hier nach
For
kannst du gut
afterwards,
mitnehmen.
you can take it, but for here,
Davon nicht viel. Aber
you
hier
do not
nach
have a lot from it. But after, you have everything. The left shore, there are a lot of shops,
auch Juwelier,
and there are also jewelers,
auch funkelnde Sachen.
and also very glittering
Der
things.
Harold da,
And Harold
Verkäufer
there,
sagt auch,
the one,
oh,
the
du
salesman, man says, "Oh, you traveler,
Bei
come.
mir ist alles gratis.
At my place, everything is cheap, and everything is gratis, and you don't need to pay."
Wer weiß, wo du angekommen
Who knows where you're gonna be after this world? Everything is for now. And who knows if you even get here? You can use it also here. As long as you're here, take it from here, for here.
Was? Der
What?
Mensch ist schnell täuschlich,
The
schnell
man
käuflich
is very soon
und schnell betrunken
tricked by it,
und
and
ängstlich.
he thinks,
Ich bin doch ein kluger Mensch.
I'm
sehr klug.
a wise man,
Viel
and
verstanden.
I've understood a lot,
Also
and
doof
I'm not stupid,
und bin ich ein Idiot?
and I'm not an idiot.
Bin ich ein foolish one?
Am I a foolish person?
Wer garantiert mir,
He guarantees
dass es hier nach
that
etwas gibt?
there is something after this world.
Was soll ich mit etwas, was für hier nach
What should I do with something that is
Ich bin
designed
hier
for the
in
world
dieser
after, but
hier.
here I'm a witness that there is something for now, for here. And I'm living here. I can touch it. I can see it. I can smell it. I can live it. So,
Dann noch das hier ist gratis.
and also here is everything is gratis,
Also funkelnd.
and it's also very glittering.
Das gleich aus.
So,
Also, und der kann besser reden sogar.
and
vielleicht.
that other person can also speak better.
Hier in diese Lage.
I'm going to this shop,
Und aus Dummheit
And
und Betrunkenheit
through
nicht, was
and
den
because of stupidity, he doesn't see that everything in this shop is just for this life,
lauter Euphorie
is coming and going from
Betrunkenheit
euphoria
und Analphabet sein,
and drunkenness and not knowing.
kann weder lesen noch
He cannot write or read,
übersieht das, was
and he doesn't see what it says.
vergeblich.
It comes and goes.
Und in Klammern gibt es eine Übersetzung vom
And
Verdenken.
there is a translation.
Versteht ihr Deutschen
Do you understand
die Übersetzung?
the translation?
Hä?
It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't bring you anywhere.
Heißt in der Interpretation
The interpretation means that
auf der rechten Seite des Ufers
it's not helping you anything. On the right side of shore,
auf ewig.
it says forever.
Und der Mensch
And the person and the man
Wenn auf sich allein gelassen ist,
When he's left to himself, he doesn't know
weiß nicht,
about life.
was
He doesn't know what he
weiß nicht,
wants. He doesn't know
was sich wünschen sollte.
what should he wish for
Alles, was
himself.
sich wünscht,
Everything that he would wish for himself,
eigentlich das meiste,
in fact, the most of
ist
it
nicht gut für ihn.
is not good for
Weil
him
nicht mal
because he
das Wissen hat, was
he
sich
doesn't have
wünschen
no
sollte.
knowledge about what he
Welche
needs.
Wunsch für ihn
What kind of a wish should he have,
Oh,
and what kind of wish is good for him? And what did Allah say in Last Testament, Holy Quran? How can you know what is good for you and what is bad?
Was
What?
vielleicht das, was ihr euch wünscht,
Maybe that what you are wishing to yourself and think that it's good for you
denkt, ist schlecht für euch.
is maybe
Was
bad
ihr
for you,
denkt, ist
and that what you
schlecht für euch.
think what is bad for you is good for you.
Wollt ihr das wissen?
How can you know it?
Wollt ihr das wissen?
How can you know
Was
it?
gut und
What is good and what is bad for
Wie
you?
soll das Kind,
How
die
can
Kinder ihr wissen,
a child, the children,
was gut für sie ist und was
cannot
schlecht?
know what is good for them and what is bad for them?
Wer steht dafür?
Who stands there for these children? They have so many wishes, those children. If you allow them in supermarket or toy house,
Spielwarengeschäft,
in a
dann sind sie, wenn
toy
sie
shop,
mit einem Spielzeug
they're
sein.
never happy just with one
Sie
toy.
werden, bis sie alles
Until
bekommen
they
haben, werden sie
get
heulen und
everything, they're gonna
wenn sie
cry,
alles bekommen haben,
and when they get
wird es ihnen
everything,
nicht schmecken und nicht
they're gonna
gefallen. Sie werden
complain.
andere nach
If
etwas
they get
anderes suchen.
everything, they're still gonna want more.
Ersättlich.
It will never be
Wünsche
enough.
ohne Grenze.
Wishes without borders.
Und dann ist alles
And then
nützlich für sie? Nein.
Are the toys enough for them?
Wer
No.
muss da entscheiden? Das
Who
Kind
needs to decide?
oder
The
muss da
child,
jemand anderes, ein
or
Erwachsener sein, der für das
does
Kind
there
entscheidet?
do we need a grown-up who will decide for the child?
Deshalb gibt es die
Therefore,
Erwachsenen.
there are
Die
grown-ups.
Erwachsenen sind für die Kinder,
They are there
die
for
Weisen,
children, and they are the wise
die
people.
erfahren, die diese
They have
Kindheit
experience
erlebt haben.
because they have lived already their childhood, and they can also get into that world how it is to be a child, and then they find a
Und
middle
sie
way,
wissen, was gut und schlecht ist.
and they know what is
So
good and what
einen
is
musst du
bad.
finden, weil du, oh
That
Mensch,
kind of a
egal,
person you
was
have
du
to
bist,
find. It
40,
doesn't matter,
30,
you
50,
men,
60,
how old you
du
are,
musst einen
50, 60,
erwachsenen,
70,
erwachsenen Menschen
80. You have to find and
jemand,
attach yourself to a spiritual grown-up person, someone who is spiritually grown up, a wise person, because it doesn't matter how many schools on this world did you do, Harvard, Oxford, and so on. Those schools do not give you wisdom. They give you information about this world, but not real knowledge and wisdom. They're gonna make you to bankers or to academic person, to become a chemist, that kind of a man, but never to a person with wisdom. You need someone who for here and the world after is looking after you and decides for you what is good and what is bad and good for now and the world after, who is spiritually grown up. Also, that kind of is knocking on your door, and you are not allowing to get it right, get it inside. Allah is always sending prophets, and after the prophet, there are no people that weren't visited by holy people. People who have spiritual authorization are all over the world, also on places where there is no baker. Look, they're coming until the hills, in the loneliness so that people cannot complain. There was no one. We were so alone and left alone. No, Allah is sending overall His people. But how many do you know? There is something on the left, there are neighbors on the left, there are neighbors on the right, and nobody is knocking on the door. It's always like that. From far away, from far, people are coming, but close by, they are having blindness of being too close. That is what Sheikh has today created. It should come in a German dictionary. Nahblind means to have blindness of closeness. It looks like this. What can you see? Like this you can see you have 5 fingers, but like that you cannot see anything. What are you then? Haji Amin? Blind. You are an idiot. You have a near blindness. Oh people, Allah is giving us chances, possibilities. How should we come to Allah? And we are coming from Allah when going to Allah. That is not what is relative, that is something that is absolute, that we are coming from Allah and that we are going back to Allah. From Allah we are coming and to Allah we are again. That is the river of life. And when we are coming from Allah and going to Allah, how should we, with whom should we go to Allah, and how can we get to Him? From Allah to Allah, with Allah, to go with Allah, then it is perfect. From Allah are we going with Allah to Allah. So you have to, in this life, also go with Allah, be with Allah, and Allah is giving us a lot of possibilities. That is the suggestion from the heaven. You are going from Allah and coming to Allah. Go with Allah, so you are blessed, so that your life is blessed and your way is blessed. Yeah, but there are many paths. There are a lot of people, bandits, on the road, who are crossing the road, and people who cheat, who are trying to get you out of the way and not to go with Allah. Do not go with Allah, they are saying, and go with me. I'm more funny. And every minute, every hour, every day with me. It's nice. Let us drink, let us jump, let us dance, and everything is allowed on this way. That is good. Going with Allah, it means discipline. And not both can talk. Allah is the one who can say something. He says, and you can do. He is leading, and you can follow. There are not two who can say something. A lot of people do not like it. Who is not with Allah, he has darkness on his face. And darkness on the face doesn't mean to be black, to have a black face. Haji Blackie, do not be sad. to be black, dark
Dunkelheit zu haben am Gesicht,
on the
das hat
face.
kein weißer Mann.
That is what a white man has, a person with
Er hat
white
ein weißes
face.
Gesicht, aber
He has a
Dunkelheit am Gesicht.
white face, but he has darkness on his face.
Schwarze Leute,
And there are black people,
wie Haji Black, aber
we
er
Haji
hat
Blackie,
Licht am Gesicht.
but he has light on his face.
Lichtvoll.
He has light. He's full of
Allah
light.
gibt ihm ein Licht.
Allah is giving him light, and to the other, he's taking the
Er
light.
ist vielleicht ein weißer Mann,
He's maybe a white
aber
man,
Dunkelheit.
but with darkness on the face.
Und oft
And very often,
können sie nicht lachen.
they cannot smile.
Jemand, der nicht mit Allah
Someone who is not with Allah
ist, lacht nicht.
doesn't
Wenn
laugh.
er lacht, das ist
And when
falsch.
he's laughing, that is just
Die lachen nicht
trick.
wirklich.
trick.
Kaum in
They're
unserem
not
Zentrum
really smiling. In our center in Berlin, a very well-known person came,
eine,
very popular person, maybe worldly
vielleicht auch
known
weltbekannte
person,
Dame
a lady
aus Showgeschäft.
from show business,
Da waren wir noch von unserer Zeit, Jugendzeit.
and from the time when we were young,
Sie war da,
and she was crying. She was there. She
viele
has had a lot
Eurovision und das und dies hier
Eurovisions.
moderiert.
She was moderating a lot of Eurovisions.
Und sie sagte,
And
sie kam
said
dann zum Glauben,
she
Islam,
came to
und dann wurde
believe
sie
to
hier
Islam,
überall hier,
and then she was
entlassen von ihrer Arbeit, von
she
den-
was fired
von,
on her work
Kanälen und so
on
weiter,
many
weil sie
from many
Islam wollte.
TV channels because she became a Muslim.
Sie hat gesagt,
She
ich
has
hatte so
told
viel,
us,
Erfolg.
I have had so much success in the whole world,
Machte Angebote.
and everybody wanted me.
Ich hatte Auftritte, Eurovision,
And I was having Eurovisions,
aber als ich in mein Hotelzimmer
a lot of appearances.
begab, ich musste heulen bis
But when I came to my room, I was sad. I needed to cry
eine Lehrerin.
because I have felt I was empty inside because
In unserer Branche lachen
in
wir
our
sofort
branch
während, nonstop.
we are laughing all the time. We need to laugh.
Nonstop müssen wir die Leute zum Lachen bringen.
We have to bring people to laughing all the
Nonstop
time.
unterhalten.
We need to talk all the time.
Die,
And we are the ones who are entertaining.
wenn wir
But when we
in unser Zimmer,
get into our rooms,
wir sind trocken gelaufen.
we are simply
Wir haben nicht
empty and dry. We cannot smile.
das war alles gekünstelt.
Everything was
Wenn
unnatural.
wenn ein Mensch
When
mit
a
Allah
person is not with Allah,
sein ganzes Leben
his whole life is
kunststoffliches Leben,
an
Plastikleben.
plastic, unnatural life.
Das wird niemals wahrhaftig Spaß machen.
It's never gonna make a lot of fun, and that's the reason why people are drinking. What do you think? Why?
Was denkt ihr, warum
What do you think? Why?
die Zeit vergeudet
So
wird?
the time
Nein,
is better,
damit
goes better. No,
seid ihr irgendwie ausgesetzt. Und angeblich nicht
so
erfolgreich
that
geworden.
you are just like
Und die Zeit vergessen.
you want to forget time and just
Und dann am nächsten Tag Kopfschmerzen. Und
and then the
alles
next day you are having
war alles zu
headache
schlimm.
because everything is so bad.
Erstmal kosten, dann kotzen.
First drink and then put it all out, throw it.
An der linken Ufer des
What is on the left side of the shore? It means things that come and go. Subhanallah.
Wer nicht mit Allah ist,
The one that is not with Allah,
in seinem Herzen trägt,
the one that doesn't have faith in his heart, he doesn't smile because he's with Shaitan,
und
with,
Satan lacht nie.
and he doesn't never laugh.
Doch
Or
nur dann,
does he? Just
wenn
when
Menschen betrogen.
when he has cheated a man, then he smiles.
Lacht er so. Wie lacht man das?
Then he's laughing behind his back.
Genau, so lacht er.
That's the way he laughs.
Nur dann, sonst
Just
lacht er
then,
nicht.
otherwise he doesn't laugh. He's always having a bad face,
Versteinertes Gesicht,
stoned face,
dunkles Gesicht.
black face.
Allah hat ihm das Licht.
Allah took him the light from his face. He has forbid him to laugh, and he doesn't laugh, and he's just laughing when he has cheated a man. And that is not a real laugh, that is laughing behind back. He's just laughing because he's done something bad. And just when one man sees other person who is competition, he sees him that he is suffering, he's thinking, if a person sees a person that is sad and laughs, that is from Shaitan. Be precautious. When I've had time, sometimes we have turned off the TV and there were comedies, sitcoms, and there were some sketches, and then someone has given a word and then all were laughing. So automatic laughs, laughing machines. I thought, what does that mean? I've asked. And then my gross Sheikh has told me, my son, do you know? The people are not with Allah, and therefore Allah took them smile. Therefore they need to put a machine so to know when they need to laugh. There is someone who says now you have to laugh because otherwise they do not know when they need to laugh. Is it right or not? Haven't you seen those sitcoms? I don't know if it's still ongoing, but there is someone who says something and then it's not even funny, but it should be funny. Laugh with us. There is a laughing machine. It's unnatural. When that laughing machine wouldn't go on, then you do not know when you need to laugh. The person, a man, doesn't even know when he has to cry and when he has to laugh. Not when he has to cry or he knows where he has to laugh. Oh, you people, use the opportunities and search for holy people, for the full people, for right people. Search for a real Sheikh. There is a Sheikh and there is a Shaitan. Let us be led by Allah on our life from Allah to Allah. Let us be guided by Allah. Let us be with Allah. Let Allah be our companion. How can Allah be with us, with His representatives? And there is always a heavenly leadership. Do you think that you are without God? Do you really think that you are left alone? That is a holy verse in Quran. Allah didn't leave us to ourselves, no. He has given us the possibilities. But we have to decide if we are accepting Him as a guidance, if we are searching for someone who is going to show us the way. A lot of people say, I have my head and I know in which way am I going to go, but then go. You also say to your dog, go. Shaitan says to you, go. How? Where? To? Go. Let Allah give us a good reason. Fatiha.